that, see, I really just like want a ghost to just show up in front of me, like a full-blown apparition, or just like an image of Jesus in a dream even would be lovely, which is pretty common. I've heard so many people. And why does the image of Jesus have to come to people finally after a parent passes away? Like, why does a parent have to die in order for someone to find Jesus? And you'd think that after me trying to find Jesus, only because I want it, even if it's just to have a Jesus phase, like, I don't care. Like, I should have been rewarded for not getting bat mitzvahed, or maybe it's like the total opposite of what Ben Balderson was saying. And I won't find Jesus unless I, do go and do the Hebrew school and learn about his supposed alleged language. I don't know. We're conjecturing, we're oversharing and conjecturing here. But no, I haven't had any kind of metaphysical experience except a couple of people who, like in a rune reading or a medical medium, have said names of people, or that certain people were there watching over me. So that's really cool. But it's not a firsthand experience. It's basically, oh, good for you. I wish I had that. Why can't they come straight to me? Why does it have to be through this other person that this communication is occurring? And then it makes me feel really insecure about myself, like I'm not spiritually adept, or there's something wrong with me, that my spiritual antenna is broken. However, maybe for whatever reason I'm meant to be here and just have all of these really physical body material experience, and I will totally have plenty of time after this life to experience that other side of things, because I did try very hard to interface with the spiritual realm using like different plant medicines and stuff, and they just don't work, period. And
for
LSD,
you, right?
synthetic,
Yeah.
for me. I don't hallucinate. I can't leave the realm for a otherworldly experience. And then there are other people who don't even need a plant medicine, and they could see a crack in the whatever, like the universe, that they could like see like a crack, even if they're just in the grocery store, a crack, and like lights, the brightest light you could ever even imagine shining through. And to me, that's like, all right, maybe 15 years ago, I would say that person needs to be on medication. You can't go around this world just seeing the universe cracking in front of you. How are you going to function?
Get him on the Prozac.
Exactly. I can tell you. Lithium.
Yeah.
I can resonate with you, Rose, because I also grew up in a way where I did not encounter things like apparitions or spirits or even paranormal activity, but I was around it in a sense because I grew up in like a culty type of church too, where it was kind of Pentecostal adjacent, and they would regularly pray for people and stuff like that. And I think we've talked about this in a previous show, an older show. But my mom and dad were like deacons, and they would go around and pray for people. And these people would like heal of things. And they were always like so gracious to my parents for praying for them. Like some people were like, I tried to have kids. Like I was sterile. I could not have kids. Your parents came and prayed for me. And they have their one miracle baby, and they're just like, your dad prayed for me, and so it's like, I don't know how those things happen, but I think definitely there is intention and the power of belief going on in there. Like, even if it's that person's own power of their own belief in like, okay, this man has prayed for so many people and they heal, so I'm going to be healed too. And I'm going to be able to have a baby, whatever it is. Right. But just going
where if you're an orphan, or if people adopt a baby because they can't have a baby, like 5 seconds later they get pregnant, and it happens over and over again, where they can't get pregnant until after they've adopted another baby.
That's crazy. Yeah. But as far as like seeing things and stuff, I never saw them. But my mom was one to be like, I dreamt this and then it happens, and having just really interesting paranormal things happen in her life. And she would tell me about them. And I don't disbelieve her. I'm just like, that's cool. But I've never had something like that happen to me. But in the realm of like, quote, psychedelics, and we talked about this in some episodes we did about drugs and things like that. I did try when Brandon and our friends, we went up to Sedona earlier this year, and we did try that. And I did experience like going into a different realm, and it was a very, very interesting, and I would say amazing experience. But the funny part is that I like trying to smoke weed or joints and stuff like that. I don't like, for whatever reason, it hasn't done anything to me. Like if I do the gummies and stuff, I feel the effects, but they're not comfortable necessarily. I don't really enjoy the effects of them. So I just decided I'm not going to use them. But I literally tried to smoke people's joints one night at a friend's party. What was it, like maybe a year ago? Yeah. And nothing. I'm just like, I don't know why, but
you tried a few times, didn't you? Like at different, because some people say, oh, you don't get high your first time or whatever, but you've tried on several different occasions.
After that, I tried again.
Yeah.
At another person's house. Just nothing. I was like, okay, I guess it's not my medicine, So,
and my funny retort was that Sharon's just high all the time. Like she already exists in that realm.
Yeah, I'm already in that realm.
We're already tripping, Sharon.
Yeah, that's already, what already tripping.
And exactly. Rose is already tripping too, so you don't need it, girl.
Exactly, I'm already tripping. And honestly, I feel like listening to Rachmaninoff, like the third concerto, that is like that's like my Molly, it's like super warm and fuzzy vibes where it's just like, whoa, I can't believe someone came, like read my mind before I was born and made me feel like an accentuation of all these feelings.